All right, we're rolling. Billy Paradise, welcome to my garden. Just June update for yous and for myself. All right, well, I guess we'll just get right into it. Peaches, all of them fell off. Damn, darn it, dang it. But anyways, we ain't gonna take it as too much of a loss. Down here we got a brown turkey fig that's on its, I would assume, it's further than its third year. I mean, this right here, this trunk, whenever I got it for $5 at Walmart, was already grown well. Nobody wanted the poor guy. So it sat on the shelves, and then I bought it last spring for $5, and it's just been hanging out in the basement all winter. But anyways, it's got a fig on it now. I don't expect it to grow too much. This, I think, is the second fig that it's put on, and the first one rotted on the tree. It was growing indoors, and it had a really stressful first year, but it's had a pretty relaxing second year. Anyways, getting into it. Found this piece out in the woods, and I was like, hell yeah, I could take that home and find use for it. So now it's just a bumper crop, I guess. I don't know, bad dad joke. But what it is essentially is a walk in the garden, kids, dog. You know, I'm not just gonna come trampling in and step on the okra that I got planted in here. Scotch bonnets, getting much more bigger. Doing pretty good. This sugar baby watermelon's not doing too hot. Just transplanted this cucumber into here. It's shocked. It'll probably make a comeback. If not, not a big deal, but I'd almost guarantee it's gonna make a comeback. Cucumbers are super tenacious, as well as other plants. I mean, just about everything in here is a tenacious plant. There's that chocolate habanero that I stripped bare just about for you in the first video. The rest of the chocolate habaneros. Ground cherry, chocolate habanero, marigold. Looks like a pot plant, don't it? Let me get out of this. Looks like a weed plant. But I promise you, it puts on these massive, big yellow and orange flowers. Pretty cool. Bring in all kinds of bees and stuff. Carolina Reaper, I believe. It's supposed to be a Carolina Reaper. Got some henbit growing around. Not a big deal. Henbit's not, you know, so bad to have growing around. It's more like a ground cover. Kind of like what you would do with clover and stuff. Alright, blueberries. Raspberries. Kale I threw in here, just willy-nilly. Ground cherries. Here's all the carrots. Black Nebula carrots already going to seed. You can tell by the long, skinny, striped stalk. These are Black Nebulas, so the stalk is purple, you know? But other carrots are probably just going to stay like a greenish color. But anyways, they're starting to put on their little flower buds. That's awesome. More seeds. Cilantro growing. It's great. Go along the fence line here. Starting to put on grapes, but you know, I don't think they're going to do too well. This is just the second year for the plant. You know, most fruit-bearing plants, grapes, trees, you know, vines, trees, and such take, you know, 3 to 5 years. It's a commitment. Speaking of, it's peach trees that I grew from seed. Cucumber, Space Master, sunflowers. You really crowd stuff in, you know? You don't have to grow just like 5 different types of plants in your, you know, what is this? This is what, I would say 25 by 20 garden, something like that. And I have a ton of different kinds of plants. California Reaper, more marigold, more carrot, cherry tomatoes. Look at how big that is, man. That's as big as a 50-cent piece, and that's pretty common for this plant. These I got from the local extension service. So if you're looking into gardening, hook up with your local extension office. Usually you can get seeds for free. Everybody talks about you got to pay for everything. Nothing's free. Well, that's not entirely true. Check out your local extension office. They send out seeds for free. Like these Bloody Butcher corn seeds. This is a heirloom corn, and it gets these bright crimson red ears of corn on it. It ain't yellow, it ain't white, it ain't orange. It's vibrant red. Like you can tell by the color of the stalk. And it's a heirloom variety. and they used to grow it a lot back in the 1800s here in West Virginia, in the Appalachians. Makes great cornmeal. Lesya peppers, check that out, coming in. Got 2 of them on this one plant here. They're gonna take a while before they fully mature. I know, that's all right. I just chucked a watermelon back here, a little sugar baby I believe it was, or it may have been royal golden, and I'm just gonna have it fill in the gaps where the plants don't, you know, on the understory. Because, you know, you get your tomato plants and stuff like that, they grow nice and tall. You can strip out all these leaves here, and it leaves all this open space under the canopy, you know, that you can grow like vining plants like squash and cucumber and watermelon. And charapitas starting to put on flowers. Super stoked for those. Squash, this is my first leek that I've grown from seed on accident. I put store-bought leeks here last year and let them grow basically the same way. They were side by side just like this, and I let them go to seed, and I pulled the seed heads off of them. I'm sure a few seeds fell off and grew. And this right here was a volunteer started on its own early year, February. I think it was one of the first things to come up, and I was like, cool, got a wild onion. But no, it was a ramp or a leek, and it just got bigger and weathered the storm. Made it to the warm weather. Now it's putting on seeds again, so that's awesome. Leeks are super good. I'd honestly prefer them over onion and garlic because they're pretty much both at the same time. Sorry for my terrible camera skills, but anyways, just a mass of tomatoes. Winter wheat, red wheat, starting to come in too. So homemade bread. All right, y'all. That's it so far for June. Peace.